main street is now a river. Pemberton is the town hardest hit by what some are calling the area's worst flooding in 40 years. Wayne Williams reports.
The flooding that began yesterday got worse today. 150 millimeters of rain in 3 days, and the Lillooet River filled its banks. Much of the village of Pemberton, 150 kilometers north of Vancouver, is underwater.
Mass devastation, water from one end of the valley to the other, except for the small area in the village that's on high ground.
This trailer court was evacuated yesterday. Homes have been almost swallowed, and it'll be a while before the high school reopens. People are just trying to keep their spirits up.
We got waterfront property anyways. We should have felt pretty good.
Waters in the Pemberton area started to recede again today, but then after doing that yesterday, the flooding became even more widespread overnight. More families were forced to flee their homes. Some of them returned today in boats to salvage belongings. And then came the anger over why a lot of this is happening. And for a while, there was talk of dynamiting a section of the BC rail line to drain the valley. Alan Edwards updates the situation.
The water in Pemberton rose through the night as homeowners and shopkeepers worked to salvage whatever they could. Some were more successful than others. At first light, the extent of the flooding in the Pemberton Valley surpassed even the worst fears. In some areas, the water had risen up to 10 feet. The BC rail line will be closed indefinitely. The company hasn't even considered how to clean up this mess. The Pemberton United Church, now known as Noah's Ark, is a temporary home to children whose parents work frantically to save whatever can be saved.
Two chickens here. Have you had a look at them? They're gone, I'm sure. Yeah.
The owners of some of these homes feel the flooding has been largely unnecessary, and the damage could have been limited if the authorities had acted quickly enough. The lake that now covers Pemberton Meadows is being held back by two man-made dikes. The highway is one of the barriers to the water's escapement. The railway is the second barrier. Dynamiting the rail line may be the answer.
If the BC Rail had a bridge down here at the corner of the track years ago, which would handle this whole flow. They took the bridge out and put culverts in. They were totally inadequate. Okay, so there's dam number one. That's what's flooding my house, and everybody up around the high school area, they're all being flooded because of that dam there. If that bridge was left in, and another bridge under the highway down here to let it through, then this water would all drain off. Right now, the river has dropped about 2 feet, and yet the water in my house is still up to the floor. It hasn't moved.
Some homeowners want to take matters into their own hands to save their homes after failing to get the attention of those in authority.
Even as late as yesterday afternoon, several of us approached the people in charge and told them to blow that up or dig it up and to take out the highway and get it moving, but they bungled that one.
Pictures of the area before the flooding are being reviewed by elected officials in formulating an emergency relief plan.
Right now we're looking for some financial aid from the provincial government to remedy the damage that we've had in the area to our dikes and to our properties in the village and surrounding area, and maybe some assistance to prevent further problems with our flooding in the area.
The Premier asked me to come up, and I brought Department of the Environment officials with me who are going to assess the whole situation, but I think, as far as I can see, everything's under control.
But while all the talking goes on, the threat of even more rainfall means the situation could worsen in the Pemberton Valley as displaced property owners brace themselves for the possibility of even more trouble.
Larry Allen is going home. Like everyone else, he's taking a small boat to get to his property on the Pemberton Meadow.
Where's the road from here if we get the perspective? Road's over along just beyond these trees. You can see a few sticking out of the water over here, and the road's against that. And then it follows along up the line of trees and into the high school. The high school, it looks like it's under 4 or 5 feet of water.
Larry Allen finds the same situation at his home. He has lost most of what is inside, as well as 30 head of cattle. But he will try to save what he can.
How's it look? Take a look. It's right underwater. Are you able to save anything? Well, I'm going to try to save this if I can. And whatever, it's just one hang of a mess.
What was once a residential street is now a torrent. Most of the pavement has washed away, forcing the evacuation of more than 100 families. The return home means a portage. This is higher ground which escaped the rising river. But it remains sealed off. Any provisions must be brought in by boat or helicopter, and neighbors help each other.
Yeah, I think about here.